The United Kingdom plans to implement stricter visa regulations targeting nationals from Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nigeria. This is due to concerns over visa overstays and subsequent asylum claims. Welcome to the Mango Drop, where we bring you sweet mango slices, also known as gists, all about the happenings around you from Nigeria and to the rest of the world. So on this episode, we will be talking about the new rule that the United Kingdom might be imposing on countries such as Nigeria and the rest. Now, if you are already in the country, this doesn't really affect you that much, because if you have a claim for asylum, you probably are already in the system, so this new rule might not affect you. But anyone who is trying to put in a new claim, even if you are in the country already, after this rule has been implemented, you will be facing a lot of scrutiny and might get your claim rejected. And if you are about to apply for a new visa, be it for study or visiting, you will have to go through very strict scrutiny to decide if your visa will be granted. Now, the reason for this change in rule is because the UK Home Office has identified that people from certain countries have a higher rate of overstaying after their visa has expired, or some of them try to switch their visa into the asylum seeking visa, which gives them an indefinite leave to remain in the country. So the initiative is part of a broader strategy to curb what officials describe as an abuse of the immigration system. Remember that a few years ago, they already changed the rule. They increased the salary threshold for companies and individuals who are seeking to apply for the skilled work route visa. Also, there is an increase in your financial statements that you will submit to the UK embassy if you are willing to come to the UK. Okay, on one side, it is not only Nigeria that will be affected. It is Nigeria and some other countries. And on the other hand, it seems to be that Nigeria happens to be the only country that keeps coming up when there is a new visa rule. I find this kind of strange because the numbers shows that 10,542 Pakistani nationals claimed asylum and 2,862 Sri Lankan nationals also claimed asylum, while the Nigerian nationals that claimed asylum is as low as 2,841. So when you compare the numbers of Nigerian nationals to the rest, it's quite lower. So I don't know why our name has to come up in the forefront as one of the three countries that will be affected by the new visa rule. Why always us? But all jokes aside, this poses serious questions, because according to them, even the people who came in through student visa and the skilled work route visa are always trying to switch into the asylum visa. So these are people who are bringing in talents that the country actually needs. So what can we say or see leads these people to want to change their visa into the asylum visa, where they have an indefinite leave to remain? If we want to be honest with ourselves, I think it is because, as it is right now, the UK has one of the most stringent rules applied to their students and their skilled worker route visas. Now I'll break it down. Firstly, it looks like the international talent acquisition plan was not well laid down. It was not well planned with the best interest at heart for the people coming in as students or as skilled workers. Firstly, they have to do with exorbitant fees. Now, these fees, in my opinion, is one of the reasons why people are thinking of how to beat the system. If you have students and people on skilled work visa route planning to seek asylum rather than pay the usual fees, then there is something wrong somewhere, because if you are a student or a skilled worker, you should be secured and shouldn't be looking for reasons and ways to beat the system. It doesn't make any sense to me, because according to the report, they are not even referring to people on visiting visas. They are talking about people who came here as a student or as a skilled worker. So it just doesn't make any sense for me, because you would think people who came in through this route will be well secured with a job to be able to have them pay these fees, or they will be here in a way that their job covers them, they are sponsored, so they can remain here and just pay for their visas. But now, this is the thing. We need to break this further to know how much it actually costs to be here. So, visa goes from somewhere around £550 to as high as over £1,000, depending on the type of work you are doing. Now, while you are here, your visa, let's say for example you want to pay for the post-study visa or you want to pay for a skilled work visa. A post-study will give you maybe 2 years, while a skilled worker route will give you 5 years. While you are here, you have to pay for your health insurance. Now, health insurance is multiplied by the number of years of the visa you are applying for. So that means for a post-study visa, which is 2 years, you have to pay 2 times the number of the IHS you are charged for. IHS, as it is today, goes for £1,005. So if you are applying for a post-study visa, you are going to pay £2,010. Now, if you are applying for a skilled worker visa, you have to pay that money multiplied by 5, because you will be here for 5 years. So that's 5 times £1,005. So if you put that together, we are talking about over £5,000 already. And you have to pay it once. You can't pay it annually. Now, if you have a family of 3 or 4, you have to pay the same thing for the rest of your family. So you have people who are like, say, a family of 4 have to cough out like between 16 to 20,000 pounds just to apply for a visa while they are still here. So these fees are kind of like exorbitant, and people will start looking for ways and means to beat the system. I am not saying it is right, but all I am just saying is that the laws that they put in place, it just doesn't make any sense to the people that they have here to come and work claiming to be international talent acquisition. Now, while you are here and you're paying all these fees, you have people who are migrants that are illegal migrants. The country actually funds illegal migrants. They spend billions of pounds annually to help illegal migrants. Now you are here as a legal foreigner, and you are seeing people who came in by boat getting resources that you cannot get. It kind of in a way would influence the people who are well-meaning individuals to start thinking out of the box, like, why do I have to pay this much money when someone else can just come in and get all these things for free on a platter? As at April 2024, the use of the aid budget to host refugees in the UK rises to £4.3 billion. Now, these are refugees, people who fled their country for one reason or the other, who have stepped foot in the UK. They get this aid and this benefits, while the people who are on the student or skilled work route do not get any aid or benefit whatsoever. So how long do you think it will take for people who are legally here to see that some people are getting these aids and benefits on a platter without thinking of switching into that position where they can get all these things for free as well? To me, that I feel is the real problem. It is quite expensive to lend your talents to the UK, and then you see that there are people who do not have that much talent who are getting all these benefits on a platter. In my opinion, that I feel is the problem. It is just unfortunate that countries like Nigeria have to bear the brunt, and we have to be the poster boy of everything that is wrong concerning the migrant situation in the UK. Then again, it is their country. They own it, and they have every reason and every right to do things however they want to. But it will be better to have clear terms stated so that people will not make the move or the decision to come in the first place. Because if you take a look back, the movement that happened from Nigeria to the UK increased in 2020. It was not just coincidental. It was because the British High Commissioner came to Nigeria, Abuja precisely, to state that they were looking for skills and people to come in because they had just gone through the Brexit. So this made them to reduce the scrutiny that they were giving us when we apply for visas. So everybody started coming in thinking, okay, if I come in as someone who is well read and I come here to do a master's or a PhD, or I come here as a dependent or a skilled worker, things will go well for me. But then you come in here and you see that it's a different ball game. It shows that the system actually did not even make plans for you in the first place, and then it feels like you are part of a specific nationality that is being targeted, which could lead to accusations of racial profiling and unfair treatment. So at the end of the month of May, they will have this new rule on white paper, which means it will be implemented real soon. And like I said earlier, I don't think this would change anything in the problems that they are facing currently concerning the number of migrants and the asylum seekers. I feel what they really need to do is to be more flexible, to relax some of these laws, to help those that are in already to fit into roles and jobs that can help turn the economy around. So that's it for now. Thank you for listening. It's the Mango Drop. A sub to the channel will be highly appreciated. follow the page, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and we'll catch you on the next bit. Peace.